Assalamu alaikum and welcome to another AutoCAD video. As in the previous video we have already discussed about hyperlink command, its uses and its importance. Now in today's video actually we are going to discuss some kind of geometrical properties of shapes, and we will be calculating length of a linear line. We will be calculating how to calculate radius of a circle, how to calculate angles between different lines, and actually how to calculate area. So we will be dealing with all the geometrical properties of different kind of shapes. So now let's get started. As I always say, first of all specify your units and limits. So in this case I have to draw some kind of geometrical shapes first to calculate their lengths and areas. So just I am setting with units and limits. For example, I will say that and click on enter. Now if I turn on ortho, I will just put a linear line here. As you can see, I am turning off this grid mode. Now I will add a rectangle and I will add a circle, a random circle. Now I wanted to add some kind of a polygon. As you can see here, so these are different kind of geometrical shapes, as you can see here. Now we are actually, what we're gonna do, we're gonna calculate the geometrical properties of these shapes. For example, for angle I'm going with another line here. As you can see, just click enter, and this one I wanted this specific angle. Now I am going to calculate the dimension of these kind of things. We will deal with dimension and geometrical properties. So first of all, you have to enter enter. You have to press enter, and then here you go to modify option here, and in modify option you will set your primary units as you have set it in your units. For example, I have set in my units to architectural and precision to 00. Now that's okay, and just go to fit. You will change nothing from here and go to text. Increase a text dimension, text size a little bit to improve visibility. Now I also want to increase arrow size and lines, and just click OK. Now if we want to calculate the length of this line, as you can see here, I will just go to dimension and linear, and in case if you wanted to use a short key, just press DLI enter. It stands for dimension linear. So what he is asking to specify first point and now second extension of the line, and if you press here, now as you can see the dimension has already been written. It's not quite visible, but I'm gonna zoom in a little bit. As you can see here that this is the length of my line. For example, if I wanted to increase the dimension size a little bit, I will go to here enter. Enter is actually a shortcut for dimension style manager. Now I am going to modify. I am again going to primary units. No, I am going to text, because I want to increase the text size a little bit. For example, I can see 1 feet, and I will also increase the arrow size. Now I will click apply and OK. Now as you can see, the dimension has been the text size has already been increased. As you can see, if you want to further increase, you can always do this. Go to modify, go to text, and just increase the text size. As you can see, I have done it 2 feet, 5 foot. As you can see, now it has been increased more, as you can see. So this is how to calculate the dimension of a linear line. But in case if you are working in a house plan and you don't want this dimension to be shown here, and you just wanted to calculate it and put only to calculate it, just click DI enter. Now he is asking to specify first point and second point. If you will click here, it will show the dimension in the taskbar and it will disappear simultaneously, but it will not be shown here, as you can see. But again, if you wanted to calculate angular dimension, you will go here, and there is an option of aligned. Go here, and this is my linear line. This is an aligned line I have drawn already. I will go here and click. Remember one thing, if you will use linear dimension for this angular line, it will give some dimensions, but it will not accurate. The dimension will not be accurate, so always go for angular dimension for angular line. So this will be dimension of my angular line, as you can see here. Now if I again wanted to draw an arc and calculate an arc length, as you can see here, I have drawn an arc like that. And if I wanted to calculate the length of an arc, just go to dimension. And in case if you don't have this menu bar here, as you can see, just go to here, this option, and click here, and there will be an option of show menu bar here. Because I have already shown, there is not an option, so I'm just going to exit it and again going to dimension, and I wanted to calculate my arc length. Specify arc or polyline arc segment. This is my polygon, and I wanted to calculate the length of this arc. As you can see, this will actually give the length of your arc like this. Now again, if I wanted to calculate the angle between different lines, the radius of a circle, what will I do? I will go to dimension, and actually there's an option of radius, as you can see here. I'm just clicking on that, and I will just click on my circle like that, and drag it and drop it where you want it to be. So I am just putting it there, and as you can see, my radius of the circle is 12 feet and 7 inches. So there are also many kind of commands. For example, if you wanted to calculate the angle between these two lines, you will go here. There's an option of angle. As you can see, this is the angle option, as you can see, from one line to another line, as it is showing here. And I'm just going with that. And now he is saying to select arc, circle, or line. For example, this is my first line, and now he is saying to specify your second line, and this is my second line. And if I click here, as you can see, my angle has dropped here. 35 degrees my angle, as you can see. So in this way you will calculate different kind of things and dimensions. But now I am going with area, that how to calculate area. So there are 3 different commands for area calculation. We will express them one by one. First command is area, second is list, and third one is Massprop, as we have discussed Massprop in previous video. So I am just going, firstly I am going with area command. It's a bit difficult. For example, if I write area, as you can see, there's an option of area. I am just calculating the area of my subject. So this is my subject. Firstly I will click here at the 4 corners, and now this hole is selected, as you can see. So now I am just clicking enter. As you can see, it is showing that 2681.77 square feet, and it is also given the perimeter. But for this command, the execution of this command is very difficult in circle. As you can see, if I wanted to calculate by area, the area of circle by this command, I have to select these points, select a lot of points. For example, it is not that precise. For example, if I zoom in a little bit, as you can see, it is going outside the boundary of circle, as you can see here. So for circle, what will I do? The best option to calculate the area of circle, first of all, hatch the circle. Go here and use a solid hatch, and just pick up points, just pick your circle, enter, OK. Now the easiest way to calculate the area of a circle with accuracy, just click on this hatch, and now enter LI. The command is list. Note down LI, enter. And now if you can see that it has already calculated the area and origin of the circle. As you can see, it is a good command for a circle, for the area calculation of a circle, because the area command here for the area of a circle is not much accurate. So the third command I am going to show you, I have executed 2 commands for area calculation. So the third command I am going to show you, for example, if you wanted to calculate the area of these 3 things, this can also be done by list. For example, I am showing you hatch, you do the hatch to 3 things. For example, I am selecting my object, these 3 objects are my hatches. So if I will click on my hatch, as you can see, I have these 3 objects. The hatch of these 3 objects has already been selected. Now if I wanted to click LI, list, enter, as you can see, the cumulative area of these 3 shapes has been calculated. So I will always go with list command by if I wanted to calculate area. But there's also another command to show you, just to for showing you. For example, for this command you have to make region of all these three things. First of all, you have to make these three things, convert these three things into a region, and then you can calculate the area. So first of all, I'm selecting, I'm just going with BO enter boundary command. Again here I will select the region from here. As you can see, nobody is asking to pick points. This is my internal point, this is my internal point, these three, I'm just converting the three things into region. Now if these three things are converted into a region, now I can use the Massprop command, otherwise I cannot use it. So I'm going to Massprop, I'm just picking enter. Now he is asking to select objects. Select your first objects and click on region and press shift key, keep pressing it. Select your second object, keep pressing the shift key again and select your region. Now as you can see, these three regions has already been selected. Now and press your shift button and just click on enter. If you will click enter, it will give actually area of this command, the perimeter and all kind of things like this. So this is how to calculate the area of different kind of things, how to calculate the geometrical properties of line, arc, circle, any kind of thing. This command you can execute it, you can practice it more and more, and I will recommend you to practice this command. So that's it for today's video, and thank you.